Hey guys, happy early Easter. So Easter is this Sunday, and I hope all of you have your Easter baskets ready. I hope you've got lots of treats waiting for you. If not, if you're still working on that Easter basket, I've got two crafts for you today. So the first one is a small Creatology kit from Michaels, and it's how to make an Easter wreath, and almost everything in this kit is basically done. You just have to assemble it. So this could be a good one for younger people or people looking to build up some confidence, or if you want to decorate your classroom with Easter crafts, this might be a good one. It was $6 though, which makes it a little expensive. This is more like a Dollar Tree craft than a $6 craft. And then if we finish that quick, we are going to paint, because I haven't had enough eggs. I haven't done enough with eggs. We are going to paint some plastic Easter eggs using acrylics. So I want to show you guys a couple of things. So these are our blown and dyed Easter eggs from last week, where we reviewed 5 different Easter egg dyeing kits. So we've got, these are the tie-dye. We've got tie-dye with glitter. We've got the weird soy-based cream tie-dye eggs, and gold eggs. Only a couple turned out worth mentioning at all. And then I have a tutorial for you guys coming out tomorrow where I show you guys how to use watercolor and alcohol markers to create some beautiful decorations on your eggs. Can it be done? Yes. Is it worth it? Absolutely not. So I'm gonna get things kind of Okay, so for the first craft today, we're using this, and I got it wrong. It's actually $4, not $6. $4 is way more reasonable, still not really a great price. It's for ages 6 and up, and it only makes one wreath. So I bought 3, so there's enough to actually go around. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving the acrylic and other things out of the way so we have plenty of room to focus on these fabulous wreaths from Michaels. Are y'all excited about the wreaths?
Yes, yes, yes.
I would. And now I get a kit, lucky me.
You got glue?
Does it call for glue?
Well, to wrap this
Does it say
joint
glue?
around this, it's gonna have to be glued,
Let's see.
probably.
All right, so this is a 30-minute craft. You are going to need glue and you're going to need scissors, so I do appreciate that the back of the package actually says as much. Well, I get some scissors and some glue.
There's some scissors.
Would you mind, I can get them.
Okay.
Would you mind reading the back of the package?
Yeah.
That's wood glue. Not quite the same.
Contents: 1 plastic hoop, 3 8-foot yarn strings, 1 11.5-inch yarn string, 12 felt stickers, 4 felt flowers, 2 glitter foam stickers, 2 wiggle eyes with adhesive, instruction sheet. The packaging for guidance during project. That's your instructions. You need scissors. So
I got
scissors
the
and glue.
scissors.
And 30 minutes.
I am looking for additional glue. So we've got wood glue, we've got liquid glue. That's what I got for glue. And we got hot glue. I could plug in the hot glue gun machine, but that seems like drastic overkill. Oh, your pop socket fell off. Here. So this does not have a tear top. You need to cut it in some way, shape, or form. Oh, I just handed you the scissors.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was like, where is she going? There, I got you started. Sometimes when I'm doing these streams, I feel like I am Blonde Kate from the catering show. All right, so we've got our plastic hoop. We've got our yarn. We've got our flower cutouts, which are already covered in hair somehow. Welcome to my house. We've got a kind of chewed up bunny rabbit. We've got all our little extra okay.
Thank you. Okay.
So I've placed you guys closer so you can actually see what's going on. The enchilada hoop, and you've got to wrap the yarn around the hoop. 3 pieces of yarn. Start with the gluing because I know that's going to take a while to dry. So we've got our rabbit. We've got our 3 flowers in our greenery that go on the side. And we've got our add-ons.
Okay. What are you doing first?
I'm doing the rabbit because I thought we had to glue with the rabbit, but it's kind of seeming like maybe not. Because I was thinking with the rabbit, if you have to glue it, it takes a while to dry, and I don't want everything just flopping off. And then next, I guess I'm going to do the interiors of the ears. Is this the sort of kit you would have bought for Devin and I?
Oh, I don't know.
It's kind of anemic, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, there's not really much
It depends on what age you're
to
dealing
it.
with.
Oh, okay. It says ages 6 and up.
Okay.
Like, it would have been cool if we assembled these flowers
I'd have probably had
ourselves.
to help you wrapping the
Yeah.
yarn around. Or Devin.
Well, that's something crafts can be good at. It's helping with fine motor skills. And then we have 3 little pink dots. And those, 2 of them are the cheeks. And if you are in chat, I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on in chat right now. Joseph had to run an errand, so usually he helps out by reading the chat to me. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants. We had a minor emergency, and he's helping to take care of it. Oh, my nose stuck to itself. This is a very long nose.
What's the nose look like?
Pink glitter.
Oh.
And then we have this flower. So you're starting by doing the hoop. You got any tips for doing the hoop?
No.
Oh, it's winding on itself. It's a lot of yarn to be handling. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make a ball with it, and that will let me go quicker. So now I'm going to put the little pink center in the flower. And then attach my flower to my rabbit. Like so. I don't know why they say you need glue, because I think this is adhesive too.
I'm sure you're gonna need to glue the ends on this.
Oh, yeah.
wrap.
It says to tie a double knot to secure. We'll see. You could use glue.
At the ends.
And then I'm going to...
Where is that third dot?
It's
on
in the center of the flower.
Okay.
I will give them this, even though the instructions don't have a lot of words. It's pretty simple and the pictographs are pretty decent. And so far everything's adhesive, so it's not like you're finagling with glue. Although I would not call this a 30-minute craft. I think most people could do this in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
No. Just the wrapping.
Just the
of them.
wrapping. The less exciting part. It generates a lot of just trash too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of paper, a lot of extra glitter stuff. Alright, so that is what my rabbit ended up looking like. I used to have a box for trash, but actually you could just pop all the trash back in the bag. Honestly, you could even do this one in the car maybe, because it's very, very, very contained. Not a lot going on. And they give us 2 things of string.
Might need it.
Yeah, you might. Oh, it's actually 3. Okay. They're just 2 of them were like basically lumped together. Maybe I'll hang this thing from my dashboard.
Not from the dashboard.
You know,
maybe
from the
rearview
rearview mirror. Although, honestly, probably not. So what I'm going to do with my hoop is I'm going to go ahead. I have ribbon, by the way, if y'all would rather use ribbon to make the hang loop.
Well, they have an extra piece in
They
here.
do.
I'm sure.
They do, but I have like pink and I have blue ribbon. I also have twine if y'all, like baker's twine if y'all would rather that. And rhinestones if you really want to gee-gall it up.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's the cheapest glitter ribbon I've ever encountered. Okay, so to make the loop, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a knot in the bottom of my ribbon. Get glitter everywhere. Pull it nice and tight and trim off the excess. Then I'm going to loop it through. And that was probably not a big enough loop. So when you do your loop, do it bigger.
I hope we didn't catch a train.
Joseph?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He left like 10 minutes ago. Do you mind if I say what happened?
That's up to you.
All right, so as you guys know, my brother is a volunteer firefighter, and he's got Fire Academy, right?
No,
or are they
he's
just
got
having
training.
the weekly meeting? Okay, he's got training tonight, and his car is in the shop, so he was going to borrow my mom's Flex. So I drove to Luling to pick my mom and aunt up, and mom was going to leave the keys for Devin, but you know, in all the rush, that kind of got forgotten. So Joseph offered to drive the keys using my Jetta back to Luling so that it wouldn't take an extra hour to start the stream. I mean, if that had happened, I would have just had to cancel. So I appreciate him doing that. And
Well, I do
hopefully
too.
he will fly and get there in time.
Yeah, because it takes Devin a half an hour to get to the
Where's
fire
Fire
station.
Academy?
It's on Palm Island Road.
It takes 23 minutes for me to get from Norco to Luling.
know how
If I don't
for
catch
you.
a train. If
Yeah.
I don't catch a train. Something else you could do, I'm not going to do it, but something you could do is do like those macrame knots all the way around, and you wouldn't have to like hold them as tight. They kind of self-hold.
You're gonna have to, because that yarn is only gonna get you halfway around.
Oh yeah, it's going to take all 3 pieces.
It's gonna take 2 and the small one to hang it with.
I just bagged the trash
Where'd you bag it?
in
Empty bag?
in its own bag.
Oh, okay.
I'm not revisiting that bag. Is there anybody else in the neighborhood who is in the
Not that I know
Oh, I
of.
was gonna say after COVID, it could be nice to carpool. You know, just to get to know somebody else better and save on gas.
Not that I know of.
You want me to get you started, Aunt Paula?
I don't know. Came across a knot here.
Yeah, it has there's 2 pieces, maybe 3 pieces in that,
Okay.
so it's gonna kind of tangle on itself. What I ended up doing is I made a ball of it first, so that I could get it through the hoop.
Now
really
you just
easily.
grab the mass and just pop it through again like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Sounds to me like you want to revisit the loom.
That's not what I was saying at
No,
all.
I'm just messing with you. The other night we were talking about doing things, especially during COVID when you can't do things, doing things at home to kind of commemorate the season. I've never been, in terms of Easter as so with holidays, you have like the religious aspect of the holiday, and then you have like the cultural aspect of the holiday. And culturally, I've never been like that into Easter because there's not really a whole lot culturally. Like Halloween's got all this extra, and Christmas has all this extra, but Easter doesn't have a lot, which kind of makes it nice because it's not as like religiously, it's not as stressful as say Christmas. Basically, it's not Christmas if I don't have a crying meltdown at some point.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, I think there were more St. Patrick's Day crafts than there were Easter crafts.
How do you get the yarn to not tangle?
That's why
As
I
you
made
go
a
through
ball with it
And just
first.
grab,
You want me to make
grab
a
it
ball?
like this.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's just dumping it. That works. It's a technique.
Gotcha.
Although I suppose for Easter, if you wanted to do more cultural Easter stuff, you could do a like you could make flower crowns, or you could just. I'm trying to think of like not egg related stuff.
Yeah, spring stuff, because,
Spring
I
stuff.
mean,
Kites.
that's really what, like, the eggs and the Easter bunnies, that
Rebirth.
it's rebirth, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you could plant a garden. That would be a nice for those of us who live where it's actually warm in April. That would be a nice way to kind of
Like the thing over there with the flower pots.
That is true. That would have been a good. I thought about it actually, doing the flower pots. What I want to do with the acrylic eggs is I actually want to hide them in St. Charles Parish, like at parks and stuff.
You got candy?
I was not going to put candy in it because ants and it might melt. But I was thinking about putting maybe a small art supply in it, or a riddle or something fun that isn't good. I don't have any tiny toys. I bet I do have some tiny toys. That would be a good one though, like little plastic toys. Because then, you know, a kid who might have diabetes, they're not going to be left out, or somebody with a peanut allergy, and the ants aren't going to get to it.
Well, most of the candy is packaged anyway.
Yeah.
But it'll melt if it's chocolates.
Where's the scissors?
Okay, so I finished off one of my pieces of yarn. So I just knotted it over. I still have about a quarter of the thing left.
Well, what I did was I attached my second string to my first.
Yeah, you tied it in a knot.
Yeah.
It's a good
And then I
idea.
incorporated it into the, like, when I was winding it, I wound
Yeah, you
the
just
loose
kind of
ends
tucked it under.
underneath.
Yeah.
And here I got an end here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this.
Well, this one is a quicker drying glue than the wood glue.
Wood glue is for wood.
I know. Well, it'll glue other things, maybe, possibly. Yeah, starting a garden would be a nice Easter activity that you can enjoy throughout the year. Actually, maybe I could put some seed packets in the eggs.
There you go.
That's kind of like flowers. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a sweet idea. Yeah, I like that.
I have a box of wildflower seeds. They
I bet
sell
I still
the
do from my
wildflower
wedding.
seeds.
Remember, I bought like
Yeah.
a pound of.
Yeah. There you go. Use the stuff
Are those
that,
still at your house?
I don't know.
I don't know
where they
either.
are. This
Because
is
I have little zipper bags, so I could put wildflower seeds in
I
them.
cannot
Yeah.
get you.
Now we'll see. Because it has to dry. And now I'm going to do
Your
the
bunnies.
stuff that y'all did.
Now, one kind of Eastery or springtime craft is hollowing out eggs or saving eggshells and planting a seed
What
in
are
them.
these for?
Those are
the
the
arms.
arms. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And these are for the inside the ears?
No,
No, that's
this is
They
the
go
two
on
long
there,
ones.
okay. And they have to be glued?
No,
They're
they're all
sticky.
adhesive, so that is good because they're so small. They're kind of finicky. But honestly, I mean, I dumped on this because this is a very easy, straightforward kit. But frankly, this could be a good one to do with really young kids, and we haven't actually done a whole lot.
And see, getting the paper off the back of this
Yeah,
is
that's
difficult
hard.
for a young child.
Yes.
Because they just don't have the manual
It
dexterity.
is, but if you're doing it with them, like a parent or guardian, an older sibling, a teacher, this would also be a not bad one to do with a class except the price point is a little steep.
Hmm. Well, if you had like a kind of a craft fund, a lot of classes collect
Old,
fees. At least we did toward the
yeah, because otherwise that came out of your
last
pocket.
10
Yeah.
years. We used that to buy markers for the class or construction paper, because we did morning meeting activities and stuff like that.
So I guess, my fellow crafters, if you're looking to destash, if you know any teachers, you could ask if they need any of the stuff you're looking to
You
bring
never
home.
can tell.
I mean, I give my stuff to the library because they can use it. And then you feel good because it's helping people who might not otherwise be able to afford it. You might be
What are these
introducing
pink dots for?
the cheeks and the inside of
Yeah.
the flower.
The flower.
The sparkle flower, it's on the other side of that.
Okay.
Because I think that's why a lot of us have trouble hoarding, destashing, is you don't want it to end up in a landfill. You don't want it to just go to waste, so you hold on to it, thinking you'll give it to someone who could use it. Actually, the second craft for today is all about using up stuff from the craft board.
Where's the little nose thing?
It's on this too.
Okay.
It's little and very prone to like folding on itself. So I have finished my hoop. I'm gonna cut it and leave a little bit of a tail, and I'm gonna take a page from Mom's book and just glue that down, and that way it won't come undone.
Now, younger kids might get tired of doing this,
It is repetitive.
looping around the hoop.
It really depends on the kid. Because
Yeah.
like when I was 5, I liked to sew, and sew is very repetitive, but that's what I
Yeah.
liked. I liked
So
it
what
was,
did you do about the eyes?
the eyes are googly eyes, and you
Is
can
this
remove.
like a sticker thing?
Yeah, you can remove
Yeah.
that. I have some silly googly eyes that I bought for when we do resin. If you'd rather,
I'm just having
Some
trouble
funny
getting
eyes.
this along.
glue this down. So now I'm on to, we have all this greenery. It doesn't really show what they want us to do with the greenery, but it looks like we're supposed to put it underneath where the flowers
Oh,
are.
it goes, yeah, it goes on the side. The greenery, like they've got a place over there on the side of the flower. Yep.
Yeah, this is a tiny fiddly piece craft too. Honestly, if you got a Cricut or a Silhouette, the kind that can cut through felt, you could DIY this so easy and make it whatever size you want it to be. You could mass produce it for a class.
Uh-oh. Yeah, because some of these things are so small.
Yes.
And you can usually get the googly eyes in different
Oh,
sizes.
a Dollar Tree, for
Yeah.
sure. These are very prone to wanting to stick onto themselves. And everything else.
Oh, that messed that up.
But also with these kind of repetitive crafts in a classroom setting, sometimes it's just fun not to do classwork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you would agree to anything as long as it's not classwork. This could also be a good prize for like if you have like a quiet center in your classroom or home, you know, like a timeout where
Mm-hmm.
Kids can put together like a quiet self-directed
Yeah.
activity just to calm down, and then
Yeah.
you've destigmatized needing to take a timeout, and you're normalizing. Oh, this is where the glue comes in. Everything else had adhesives. These things do not. I have glue dots if y'all would rather use glue dots. Or double stick tape. I'm going to use double stick tape.
Okay, carrot. Oh, I guess there's something here for the top of the carrot too.
Yeah, the little green bit.
Okay, might as well put that on first.
Alright, so this is what my beautiful Easter wreath looks like right now. I'm about to start applying the flowers. Also keep in mind the instructions are just a suggestion. You can do with these kind of kits whatever you want to do. You can change the face. You can draw the face on the rabbit if you want. You can use your own googly eyes. You can deck it out with rhinestones and beads. You can make the rabbit eat the carrot by cutting off the top part and like angling the carrot into the rabbit's mouth. That was always me, you know, as a kid, and we would do class crafts or class activities. I always had to do something that made it not look like everybody else's. It drove me nuts to have mine look like everybody else's. I think because at that age, kids are so like, oh, you're just copying so-and-so. So I couldn't stand it. I had to do my own thing.
The problem is that if you take all the backing off,
Mm-hmm. It's so sticky.
It's
I
still
did that
sticky,
with this, and it's
yeah.
just sticky. That is how mine turned out.
came out good, Beck.
Thank you. I wish I had taken more risks with it and made it more unique, but I think other people could do that very easily. And then I have all this leftover string. So if anybody needs some yarn, I've got you covered. Or if you're really creative, you could cut out even more little green bits using, if you wanted to. Do you guys want tea or anything? I have like
No,
chai.
look over there.
Alright. Well,
I'm not gonna take all this off.
that is wise because then it won't be all sticky all the time.
Hello. Mr. Gray.
I'm going to start getting us ready for acrylic 80s.
Okay, thank you, Frank. Also had the hydraulic arms in the back of the thing fixed too.
Oh, okay.
because he's tired of opening the window and the little window, and it flopping on his head.
Yeah, I understand that.
I don't have enough yarn.
Good, I have
I
more.
have plenty
Oh,
here.
yeah, I've got
Yeah.
this. I forgot about
That's
that.
what I was
Now, how
like.
do you,
You want me to join it for you?
yeah, if you just, well,
Yeah, I don't mind. I finished with mine, so I'm free to help.
Where does this hit?
I'll do it the way Mom did it, because the way I did it wasn't. So it's ducks, eggs, flowers. You could really go ham with it.
What's all this green stuff
So the green stuff, it looks like it's supposed to
in
go
between?
like around.
Okay.
Oh, that would be cute. You could do a flower here and then more flowers over there and have it kind of an asymmetrical. Well, today's chill stream ended up being very chill. But that's okay. I think people have a lot of stress going on in their lives right.
Yeah, also a good time for you to answer any questions that are on the computer, right? Oh, it's not what I had.
That's okay.
well, hello, Mr. B.
I don't just do this for them. I do this for me.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I have a whole bunch of plastic Easter eggs. My aunt kindly donated some of them. I don't think we're gonna do all of them. No, there's so many eggs. So many eggs. The
Save
original
them for
goal
another
for
year.
these were you were gonna give them to your students, right?
Yes.
Well, that's nice.
Well, I would put, baby chick, little fuzzy
Oh,
baby
how
chicks
cute! Yeah.
in the middle of them.
That's a really good idea. 'Cause
And then
that's-
just give them to that, and then when they open them, they had the little fuzzy chicks.
Yeah, and it's unlike candy. Anybody can have a little fuzzy
Yeah.
chick. It's a cute idea.
Well, thank you.
Hey, Bo.
He's probably wondering.
The only problem is that little fuzzy chicks I used to give got cheap.
Like poorly made.
Yeah.
And then they just.
So
like,
the last
trash
time when I used them for Judy and Ruby's room, the feet came off
Oh, that's
Oh.
not
and
any
the beaks
fun.
came off.
Oh,
and
that's
What
sad.
a
they used to
bummer.
use the little plastic feet.
Yeah,
plastic
but
beaks
they're
and
like
but
cardboard
they're
now.
paper now,
Yeah.
and that's just.
And then, kids, I was rough on stuff because I would just carry it everywhere in my pocket.
Yeah.
So when it falls apart on you, that's not fun. And those were from Oriental Trading?
Yes,
I figured because they sell in bulk.
yeah.
No, as a teacher, you have to pretty much buy in bulk
Yes.
to get the best price.
Yes. And then just save it for the next year and the next year and the next year.
But the ones that were poorly made, the last time I got them were from Oriental Trading.
Yeah.
So I would probably get them from. I saw some at World Market that
Okay.
were more in line with the ones I used to get.
Yeah, but they
So
were
if I had
probably
to do it again,
more expensive, right?
probably I didn't price them, but
Yeah, I think that's something people don't always think about is how much teachers are buying this stuff out of pocket. Because schools don't have a budget for it.
Well, they certainly wouldn't have budgets for things like that.
oh no. Oh, Bo, what's the problem?
He's looking for Joseph.
Bowie, Bowie's not here.
Bowie, Bowie, Bowie. This is definitely.
And people wonder why he meows all the time. It's because we talk to him.
Bowie,
and sing to
Bowie,
him.
Bowie.
Okay, so with these eggs, They have a hole in the top. That's to prevent egg asphyxiation. And they have a little plastic hinge. So what I kind of want to do, I was thinking about cutting it so I'd have two halves. But what I'm going to do instead is just leave it as is. And when I was doing the watercolor eggs, I noticed that it's very hard to paint and hold something. So I'm going to go get some
What's the glue?
washi rolls. Where is the glue? Right here.
Oh.
Darn.
Yeah, I think hot glue
Hmm?
would have been better.
Hot glue, yeah, or
Yeah.
glue dots. I use double stick tape because I don't have any patience. Hey, Bo, you gonna hang out with us?
I don't think so. It's too much work.
And I'm gonna use my washi roll and set my egg in it, and that's gonna hold my egg somewhat steady, not perfectly steady, while I paint.
Your washi roll.
Yeah, like washi tape.
Oh, okay.
I'm just using the tape, the dispenser to hold it in place.
So I'm gonna have to turn this upside down so it can dry.
Now I have a 24 count acrylic paint set from Five Below. It was $5. I have no idea how good these are. They are probably not very good because I reviewed the watercolor set of the same nature and it was awful.
You said they're acrylic?
They're supposed to be acrylic. Acrylic is what they say they are. But I have all kinds of glittery color shift. We've got rhinestones.
Okay.
This is not gonna work.
Now, how does this end?
Badly.
Yeah.
You
Do you knot it or
I
glue it down?
I knotted
or?
it and glued the tail. But I would snip the excess first because
Yeah.
otherwise you're manipulating a lot of
Okay.
excess. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nope, this
Now
doesn't
it's
have
ready.
anything in it. You want
Just,
me to do
just
it?
wind it around and glue it?
What I would do is I would knot it. So I
Oh,
would wind
okay.
it around and
Uh-huh.
pull the tail through
Oh, all right.
and then glue the tail.
Gotcha.
Because then it's not, well, supposedly it wouldn't be going anywhere. What'd y'all think of this craft now that you're...
It's
Almost
okay
done.
until you put the flowers on, and then
Yeah, everything is self-adhesive until you get to the flowers.
and then it's kind of tough because you basically have to glue one flower on a time. Let it dry, then glue the next one.
You
Let
want to
it
use double
dry.
stick tape?
No, I don't want. I want it, once I do this, I don't want to be picking up pieces and putting them back on again. And this, I don't know. I'll just wait on that. I need to put something heavy on it.
Oh, to hold it down.
Yeah.
What? You're using my ugly tiger cat?
No, that's
My
not going
egg
to work.
bearer?
That's not going to work.
You need like a book.
I need something that can,
Sweet.
like that. Okay. Pick up my, didn't put the flower on. It goes on his head. Well, that can
Did
wait.
you- Are you feeling the
Because-
loss?
Because until all that's glued on, it doesn't make any difference anyway. I wonder if he
What you looking for?
The glue.
left. 6:32.
I would call, but I'm using my phone. Do you want me to call Joseph from your phone?
It's up to you.
I know you're kind of worried.
Yeah, because I kind of set him up.
On the plus side, Devin didn't call you,
No,
which
he
maybe
didn't.
means it's okay.
Mm.
I've got myself painted into a corner with this egg. Well, I left the top and the bottom, so I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna do the top and the bottom.
Okay.
Got it, so it's like- Your Coke?
Yeah.
That is a question. I don't know the answer.
I'll go put it down somewhere. Anyway, yeah, he's driving, he's on his
Good.
way.
Okay. And it was a little bit
He's late, but
Now, how do I loop the string in? The hanging loop?
What I would do is I'd cut a length, maybe
Okay,
12
this
inches.
is
there was a
yarn.
piece
You
already.
can use yarn.
Wasn't there a piece?
I didn't have one, did y'all?
I didn't have
Yeah.
a piece.
Talked about it in the directions.
I used ribbon. If you want to use ribbon, that might be
Okay,
pretty.
yeah.
Okay,
I think we're
so
good.
the water goes over here,
Yes.
here. Get that out the way. And what am I doing?
We are painting, or I'm
What do with the
acrylic
glue?
painting
Here's the
eggs.
count.
Okay,
And my suggestion is pick a color you want to paint and then find an egg kind of that color. So I have this baby pink that I'm using as a base because I want to do this hot pink on top of it. And it's a glitter hot pink, so I
So what are you
figured
painting now? With what?
the baby pink first. And the top and the bottom, I'm trying to get the thing over.
Why would you want to paint it hot pink? It's already hot pink.
I'm not painting it hot pink.
she's
You're
painting
right.
baby pink.
I should have done, I could have just done the glitter paint on top of it.
Yeah.
I was just doing this as a base coat.
Yeah. Does it matter which brush?
Not really. I'm using this flat one, so I didn't clean it out
So
properly.
you didn't try this kind of paint on the eggs?
No, I did not try the acrylic. I'm sorry, I'm working on it. I did not try the acrylic paint on the blown eggs. Give her a longer loop than I had because I cut my loop too short. And I have primary colors down here too.
Yeah, like what?
Like black, like dark green, dark red. I have a dark, no, it's black. I have more red.
So where did you put your egg on?
I'm using one of these tape rolls.
Okay.
Oh, I cut your ribbon.
Oh, thank you.
And just grab one, huh?
Yep. Oh, fire engine red.
And would you put it on the?
Just to hold it, because otherwise it'll roll all over the place. Being an egg.
Oh, these have to be on.
Some of them do, and some of them. Oh yeah, those. Yeah, probably. These are real cheap, so they might be real awful.
I need to be able to cut this without getting my thumb in the middle of
Okay,
it.
I'll get an X-Acto blade. Give me a sec.
Or the scissors. I'm pretty good with scissors when it comes to that. Right. Okay, so I'll have to move some of his money. Actually, it wasn't too bad. Oh.
I
Okay.
have paper towels too.
Okay.
Ugh,
Here's
takes
your
a
paper
while to
towels.
dry. Right here.
I just want one. Thank you. Oh. I'll take over.
No, I'm using one.
I want to get the paint off your scissors.
I appreciate that. I
It's still
would-
kind of stained.
Oh, I don't care if it's stained. I can clean that off maybe with rubbing alcohol anyway. You want some help with the loop?
I just don't understand tie a double knot too secure.
Don't read that. Just
Their
make a loop on
instructions
it.
are
Just
not-
make a loop
not
on
very
it.
great.
Well,
The
my
pictures are
loop is
fine.
not,
Let me see. Wait,
Yeah, it's kind of thin.
I see what they want. They want that, and then you make a loop at the top. But that's going to make an ugly loop.
Yeah.
You mind if I do it?
No. I just didn't understand how to do that.
What I did is I made a loop, like a knot at the bottom, and then I looped it
see.
through. And then if you want to hide the knot, you could tie a ribbon around the base.
Okay.
Oh, all over my fingers. Just messed up. How long does this take to dry normally?
I don't know. It's taken a while
See, I'm
right
just
now.
smearing it. And it's not sitting on top very well.
That
it's
is
bubbling.
The cheap paint. You might want to use the nicer floral art paint.
Oh, nice.
You want me to cut the ears off?
Sure. There they are.
Yeah, this is not going to do well at all.
Thank you.
Now, what you can do, because this is kind of a slick surface, is one can spray them with a Krylon, like a matte finish, to give it something to hold on to.
Yeah.
But that
This
doesn't
is-
always work either. Like
It's
I'm
just-
having a little bit better luck with this kind, like the apple barrel style
Yeah.
paints,
It's
rather
not.
than
It's
the
not
cheap stuff.
doing like water does
Let me
and
see.
like that.
Oh,
Ugh.
does this have paper backing?
It
On
has
it?
adhesive.
Yeah, but if you take it all off, it's going to stick to
I have,
everything.
Yeah.
I have double stick tape though, if you want to just put it on the back.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, it's still wet. It takes forever to dry.
Oh, and then this cap is cracked.
Oh, just toss it in the garbage. Because
Isn't
those
it-
are probably terrible,
Yeah,
terrible
because
acrylic
it's
paints.
cracking it. Although that's a really pretty color.
I assume then that this is also going to be garbage. Because it's from the same set.
Where are the scissors?
Right there.
Duh.
What colors do you have in there?
Mostly bright colors. Avoid this glitter glue in the top because
Yeah.
that stuff was terrible. When we were doing the masks, that's the stuff that did not glue and did not dry. It was more like glitter.
Yeah, apple. Candy apple. What's the difference between candy apple and red apple?
Brand name probably.
No, it's the same multi-surface. Apple barrel, okay.
And one's
They're both
black.
apple barrel.
I don't know. I don't know. I bought those around Christmas because I paint.
Does this have a seal on the inside?
Some of them do and some of them don't. I kind of just have to check them.
You have as much luck as I am in using the other stuff.
It is taking a while to dry. Yeah. It could be the humidity.
It's not even just that it's taking a while to, it's just not. It's just not. Okay.
Well, that was a waste. There we go.
Makes pretty water.
What I don't understand is people have all these pretty egg crafts on the internet. And like water marbled eggs, you know,
Yeah.
watercolored eggs.
Tell us your secret.
Well, no, they're such a pain in the butt. The egg is not a fun format. It is small. It is finicky. There's nowhere to hold it.
Okay, that should be enough.
That's so sick
Yeah,
of
this
handling.
is thicker.
Yeah, it's more likely to actually sit on the surface.
That.
This is also one of those things where it's going to take a while to dry.
Yeah.
So you might as well do multiple.
Except that you gotta hold it, because I mean,
Yeah, that's why I have the washi tape. And also oh, you started at the bottom. No, you started
most
at the top.
top.
You're not going to be able to cover the whole egg.
I'm not going
In
to
one
try.
go. Okay.
Okay. It's like made of flour.
Yeah, kinda. If you did a little yellow center on it. Oh, you're painting designs. I was going for coverage.
I'm going for coverage too. But I started doing something and it came out looking like petals.
Might as well work with it.
Looks like a flower.
Might as well. Oof. I'm gonna remove these from the table, lest they tempt us with their bright, pretty colors. Because they just don't really work. Do you think this is one I can coerce Joseph into?
What? No.
No, I don't think so either. Devin, maybe. He ended up enjoying the
Oh,
mask. He
no.
got into the mask. but
Yeah.
Yeah,
then-
but the mask was different. This is slippery.
It is. It's very finicky. I think the only plus side is we basically were able to do the painted eggs from stuff Aunt Paula had and stuff I had. Like, no money was spent.
That wasn't already. spent.
Yeah, right. No new money. So hoping it would work out though. And then now I'm already like, oh, you could probably use chalkboard paint. Nope, Becca, shut up. No. Shh.
Yeah, if it's wooden furniture.
Oh, they use chalkboard paint on everything. Rustic farm eggs.
Does this part go at the bottom?
It can. You can put it wherever you want. What they're doing in the image is it's underneath the flowers.
Yeah.
But you could do it. I mean, it's your wreath. You could do it however you
I'm
like.
just trying to figure out
Oriented.
how it's
That's interesting.
positioned.
Mix the colors like that. That's kind of pretty.
It's just the patina
Mm-hmm.
on the blue egg, and then I'm gonna do. The,
Oh, okay. So it wasn't on purpose.
No,
It's
well,
just how it
I'm
turned
just
out.
covering it. Yeah, I'm gonna do the color shift eventually.
Oh,
One day.
color shift.
Yeah, and I have glitters. He made it back.
Thank you, Joseph.
Yata! How was the drive?
It's fine.
Devin didn't try to rope you into going to a meeting with him
No. You just open the door and took the keys, basically.
and then headed out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast about George Lafitte.
But that's another, you mean Jean Lafitte
Yeah.
or, oh, but that's another
They were
story.
talking about some George in
I
the
thought
story.
maybe that was his cousin or something.
Yeah.
They were talking about his potential brother, but I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
all of
I've
them
heard about his
had
brother.
potential brothers.
No, I've heard about his brother because they usually did their thing together.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah, they were like
There.
bandits for a while.
Well, yeah, he was a pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically, he had helped out
Turned it into a family
with
business.
the U.S., like the formation
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
U.S., because he was promised clemency.
Yeah.
They were like, we'll forget
Yeah,
all
isn't there
your
a blacksmith?
past.
A blacksmith shop down in the French Quarter. It was a building that was.
Oh, quite possibly.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, that's pretty.
See, that's all stuff. It is pretty. That's all stuff we could be talking about in the side project Devin and I want to work on. But I'm waiting on Devin to do the research because that was the deal.
Too bad there aren't any white ones, huh?
Just make it easy, huh?
Well, I mean, it would. Instead of trying to cover.
You could also just pick a color you like. Oh, that's coming along really nice. You're gonna have to use either glue
Oh,
or
okay.
double stick tape. I did
Yeah.
double stick tape.
Oh.
I
did
used glue, but I basically turned it upside down. You would have to glue one at a time
Yeah.
because
I
Okay.
it's
use double
not.
stick tape.
You have to have something kind of heavy to
Prop it down.
put it down on, so it matches it on.
Now this shows 3 flowers.
Oh, you see, now it's,
No, 2 flowers. I guess it's 2 flowers. What's that part in the middle?
That is the thing that looks like a pom-pom. Not that
This?
one, but the other
This
one.
one?
Yeah. But you can do it
Oh,
however
okay.
you want.
right on your tablecloth.
Well, I just didn't know what it was.
I'm gonna try to rope Joseph in. He will not want to do it.
No, this is not gonna be exciting.
It's not fun. This is not fun, spoiler. I mean, I enjoy hanging out with y'all,
Paper
but like
towel.
the act in and of itself is not a great thrill. I'm gonna grab
That's a
one.
pretty color pink.
It
too.
is. That's about 2 coats.
I'm even talking about on there.
No, it's on the egg.
I'm not talking about the egg, I'm talking about how
Sloppily
pretty it
on
is
the
right there.
egg. Joseph.
Say no, Joseph, say no.
Do you want to paint eggies?
Yeah, good for you. Because it's a no-win situation. The paint kind of slides all over
No,
it.
it's not.
And he said this is,
You could. They did that one coming up at the top. This
Oh,
is the one they
okay.
had in the middle.
okay,
But
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I mean, you might
Now,
just,
what's that pink for? The dark pink for? Where does that
they
go?
kind of had it coming off the top. I didn't use it that way. I had it next to the
Oh.
rabbit.
Oh, I see.
I just like did whatever I wanted.
So what are you doing?
I'm trying to put it down so it can dry. I have it on a bobby pin so I could paint the whole thing, and now I have nowhere to put it.
Yeah, because you can't.
I'm a genius. Woo! I got it.
It's
Also,
gonna slide.
we did
See,
not
that one's
wash these
sliding.
eggs before, and maybe we should have.
I don't know that would make any difference. They'd probably suggest roughing it up with sandpaper,
Yeah, that's why you
that-
might
that
want
would
to
be
spray like
laborious.
a Krylon spray on them, but that's also laborious. I don't know. If I ever go back to art school, my thesis is going to be Easter eggs are the worst format.
but unless they're maybe wooden.
Maybe. I think the wooden might take the Suminagashi pigments better than.
The which pigments?
Remember how I tried to water marble
Yeah.
and it did not? Spoiler for tomorrow's video, it didn't work. What you looking for?
Yeah. Okay. So all of this, you want to keep all of this?
Not really.
Okay.
More because I am not looking to add to the hoard.
All right.
Oh, it fell off? Yeah.
All I can say, there's gonna be some ugly eggs.
They are. But I'm hiding them, so it doesn't matter. Hiding them with maybe some wildflower seeds.
Maybe.
It's a nice thought.
Yeah, the wildflower seeds, yeah. The painting,
No,
no.
the painting is a butt. I could just not paint the
So
eggs.
I've just put my
Oh,
finger
that's
in.
kind of cute.
I've just put my finger in it again.
Actually, your yellow and red egg turned out pretty good, except for the gold at the top.
Well, it's starting to smear. It's starting to run.
Just drip.
But the red looks like it's dry, or almost dry by now.
That's good. I wonder how much.
I'm just gonna leave these different colors on here, and then anybody else wants
My
to
pink
grab
is
the
not.
colors
Oh,
and grab the colors. What? This is
I'll
not
just
fun.
launch y'all pink.
Oh,
you're the smart
no.
one.
Oh no!
You know, we could
Uh-uh.
just decorate them with rhinestones.
I don't think they would stick. It's too slick.
It is very slick, and it's round, and that makes it like a twofer of hard to do. Is slick and round. That was kind of my problem when I was watercoloring the eggs. Is they kept just like popping out of my hands. Like even though I was being careful and gentle, they would just fly out of my hands. If you guys have any fun Easter crafts or egg crafts, let me know. We're not going to get to them this year, but this is not fun. I mean, it's fun hanging out with y'all, but you know what I mean? Like,
Not
if
fun.
it weren't for the company, I would be annoyed.
This is not even gonna look good.
What is that? The
Any of
duochrome?
these, it's
It
not.
might.
I'm just saying.
Here, what color did you
The
grab?
colors
The
are
purple?
not.
We have pink. You want to do hot pink? Because I think the purple on the hot pink might look good. I say.
Oh, I mix them together. Do you have any other colors over there? Purple
There
and
is. Oh, why do I have two of the same color shades?
I think they're the
That's-
same color, are they?
I don't know.
This
is
one is-
blue flash.
This is blue violet flash.
Okay, so no,
This is
but
purpler.
yes. Yeah, this is more
Yeah.
like a purple green.
Yeah.
And this is like a purple gold. Okay.
Right.
Not quite the same.
No. Now you must come. Shh. You must come to paint hell also. You don't get to escape.
This is something I want all the youngins, all the younger folks in my audience to think about. Anytime your parents, your grandparents, your aunts or uncles give you something that, quite frankly, looks like hand-painted trash, think about how much time, effort, and frustration went into that painted trash. Because these were working so hard. Oh, spray paint. Spray paint's the way to do it.
You think?
Yes.
Would it
Am I
stick?
gonna? No.
Would it stick?
Who knows?
Why
Well,
don't you
I'll
have
tell you
to?
what I did. One year for Easter baskets for my kids, I took gallon jugs and cut it off the top and used the bottom.
Oh, as a basket.
and I spray
That's
painted.
cute.
And how did
And
that work?
some of the paint adhered,
Oh no.
Yeah, because
but not
that's the
all of
textured.
it.
Yeah.
Milk jugs are textured even.
But they've also got that waxy finish, and
Yeah.
sometimes that paint just slid
Yeah.
right off.
Yeah, but it wasn't in a predictable way, was
No.
it? That was the thing with the eggs. Like sometimes the watercolor would adhere
Uh-huh.
well, and sometimes it would like resist off the egg. And I'd wash them in dish soap,
Uh-huh.
and then I'd wipe them down in vinegar because tutorials about doing it suggest doing it. And
Yeah.
they didn't really explain why, but I figured it's to break down the grease.
Mm-hmm. It was an interesting.
It was
They
an
were
experience.
interesting. Those were interesting baskets, because like I said, sometimes the paint adhered.
I bet
Go
there's
on.
something you can spray on it to make it
Oh, that's cute. You're dotting them. That's a
it
good idea.
Yeah, it is.
adhere better.
I have, if you want to do smaller ones, I have
Smaller one.
smaller dots. These are dotting tools, like for nails or embossing tools.
Okay. I don't want to mess up here.
Oh, I can clean it off with rubbing alcohol. I'm not. This was from the origami kit. I had such high hopes for this. I really.
But if
was
there's
like,
something else that
this is
makes
going to
a
be so cool,
shape.
like a
Oh.
stamp. That's what.
You see, I just screwed it up. No, I didn't. Okay.
High stress.
I've had enough stress for one day.
Yeah. These are taking longer than I expected to draw on. I may just wrap up the stream and wish everyone a happy Easter and remind y'all to check out my tutorial
This is
tomorrow
good.
where I show you how to watercolor and use alcohol markers on real eggs, because I have not found an egg craft yet that I like. Oh, I'm so dumb. I could have it dry flat. Oh, duh, Becca.
Yeah.
Come
Dry
on.
flat.
Like this.
Open egg.
So you're not open egg. Like open air, open egg.
Maybe.
So that you don't have to, but that means you have to have opened it at some point.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
had not done with these. I
Yeah.
just painted with wild abandon.
Well, you live and learn.
That's right. That's why we make mistakes.
That's not going to work. Or maybe it will.
And that's why I'm using a vinyl tablecloth for the mistakes.
No, that's not going to work.
Joseph keeps looking at me like a wild animal about to be caught in a trap. Like, oh no, no, you're not roping me in on this one.
Definitely got to use the bigger one.
I suppose Dad would never have sat down and done
I don't
vaguely
know.
dumb crafts like this with you.
With me?
Yeah, not with
No.
the kids, with an adult.
No.
I think if our kids were doing this, you'd probably be painting with them,
No.
Joseph.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the fact that there are no children involved. He thinks we should all know better than this. I see for them. He's like, yeah, I do. Hey, so Mom suggested, because I was going to hide some of these eggs around St. Charles Parish, but I didn't want to put candy in them because not everybody can have candy and chocolate melts. Mom suggested wildflower seeds, and I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, as long as you label them.
I was going, oh yeah, because it's going to look like something contraband otherwise.
Yeah.
As I realized, see, so we did wildflower seeds as one of our wedding favors, and I posted it online half finished, and somebody asked if I was giving away something illegal as a wedding favor, and I was like,
Well,
no.
what would that be?
I'm not going to say because I
Marijuana?
like making. Never mind. There, yes, because it just doesn't look like something you immediately recognize.
Doesn't look like seeds.
Well, if you don't look closely at the bag, it just doesn't. Really...
Well, you can get boxes of wildflower seeds at Dollar Tree.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I've been
So
spoken.
I got some because I was thinking about spreading them on the.
I think you are
canal.
too. I really love. That's what when we have a yard. That's what I want to do too.
What?
Because spread wildflower seeds along the back fence, or if we have a canal along the canal, because it attracts bees
Yeah.
and it's beautiful.
And butterflies.
And butterflies and birds and snakes, but you know.
Well, if
Snakes
it's by
don't
the
care.
canal.
Yeah, I don't care.
Snakes don't care about.
No,
the
but they like hiding in
wildflowers.
it, in the tall grass.
Hello,
I got
Mr.
plenty of that
Bo.
anyway.
Remy would have
Mr.
liked it.
Bo. Mr.
Yeah, she
Bo.
likes smelling flowers.
I think Bo will like it. He doesn't care about smelling flowers, but maybe he does, because he sure does sniff the clovers.
Yeah. Because clover smells good.
It does smell good. The whole backyard right now smells like clover, which makes me sneeze, but it's also really nice.
It might be ligustrums.
Well, I mean,
Have they
everything's,
started blooming yet?
everything's dropping
Used to be allergic. Well, I still am allergic to
seeds right
ligustrums.
now. The cypress pollen is all over my porch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The jello?
Yes, I think
That
so.
could be almost, that's oak
It's
pollen
everything,
also.
right? I'm allergic to oak. But you know what's nice is I haven't had like hay fever or anything this year, so.
Hay
Yeah.
fever is not really an
No,
allergy
but
to hay.
hay fever,
It's an allergy to mold.
but
that
hay
grows
fever
on
also
hay.
refers to just like the general spring
Mhm.
allergy problem.
My allergist corrected me on that.
You learn something with every stream. It's my
Learn
goal.
Something with every
Provide
doctor.
educational content. Sometimes it's not art based. Seemed like a good idea. That's everything I do. Seemed like a good idea.
Well, now you know. I mean, if somebody ever said, hey, why don't you do such
Nope.
and such, you could say,
Yep,
nope, did that.
Did it.
Did that in 2021, and that
2020.
did not work.
Well, it just did not work the way you would think it would work.
There's more involved.
But if you've got kids and you're just looking to fill some time, it is a time-consuming thing. It could be good for that.
So you can't mix the glitter paint. The
Why
glitter
not?
glue with
It
the-
doesn't make it glittery. It's just kind of nothing.
Yeah.
What is? It's not. Yeah, that's
It's a glob.
where it didn't even turn in it. Like there's no glitter. It just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got all globby.
You know, when I was in high school, one of my friends, we used to be. You know the friend I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention any names just to protect the innocent.
Were they?
This friend had gotten into talented art and she got really into painting portraits. And she had a budget of nothing. So she was painting these really good portraits using apple barrel paints. And having messed with apple barrel paints, mad respect because these things are not great.
What are apple barrels?
That's
in?
Like
Yes.
this, like plaid,
Oh.
like Walmart paints.
Okay.
They're acrylic paints and they're not really meant for fine art painting. They're meant to
Yeah.
paint a mail, not even a mailbox,
Yeah.
a birdhouse.
Like mother crafts.
But this friend was painting these pretty dang good portraits.
Mm-hmm.
And she made it look so easy. Well, isn't that
No.
nuts?
No, and that's another problem with these eggs.
You get to
Ah.
blend colors
I
whether you
guess
want
I
to
do,
or not.
yeah. I'm so glad I have a tablecloth on this table. They're so slippery. They're so small. They make
Wooden
me want
eggs.
to.
Of course, you couldn't put the wildflower seeds in wooden eggs.
No. You could tape them so the wooden eggs. Done. That's Easter. Man, I feel sorry for our future kids because I am doing all the dumb crafts that you would do.
I say, Mama, why would you
Oh,
paint it?
no,
'Cause you can
my kids
buy
are gonna be
the
like,
eggs already decorated
Mom.
on the outside.
Yeah, whatever. Mom.
You can buy the polka dot
Yeah.
eggs and the zigzag
Yeah.
stripe eggs and the.
I
And the
mean,
sports
yeah.
eggs.
Yes,
yeah.
you can. Why would you do garbage-looking hand-painted eggs? Because they do. They look ratchet. They look rough.
Not even on a good day.
My kids are gonna be like, Mom, why don't we ever do any fun XYZ
Let's go play
activities? And I will be like, because I did all of that when I first got married, before you were born, and I realized how awful
No, you
they
could have them
are.
decorate the, I mean, while we have the paints out, we just soon paint the,
Oh, yeah, we could do that. This is gonna turn into a triple header stream.
I mean, at least.
Let me fix my mistakes. Let
Is
me
there anything else you're
rectify
supposed to
my
do to the
sins.
pots?
I don't know. I will hand them to y'all. They're ceramic, supposedly, and I also bought some terracotta pots.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
terracotta's gonna suck that paint right up.
yeah, but I thought they would take it better.
Because they're very porous.
Now, I was kind of hoping to come up with a design for
What are
my
you trying to
pots.
do? You're just trying to
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
save
done.
it for the pot.
Acrylic painting eggs with acrylics
It doesn't
is
work.
not for me.
It doesn't work.
Not-
It
might
slides
work.
off
It might work
the
for
egg.
someone else, but I'm going to use your plate.
It
Not all
slides
crafts
off the egg.
are for all people.
And not all crafts are created equal.
That
either.
is true. And this is just something I kind of made up to use stuff we
I
already
mean,
have.
this might dry
That was kind of
okay.
Eastery. Oh no, I'm gonna throw these away. They're bad. They're bad, y'all.
So you can still use the eggs to put wildflower seeds
Oh
in.
yeah, I'm gonna.
And
if you don't
maybe
mind.
you can print up a wildflower seed and we can just tape it to the outside.
Or I could draw a flower on them. No, it's so much
I would
work
put
now.
wildflower seeds.
I was gonna put wildflower
Please
seeds in.
spread. Spread and enjoy.
Do you
we're
want?
gonna
Do you
that.
want to accompany me on the day I hide the eggies?
Where are you gonna hide them?
I was gonna hide them in different parks in St. Charles Parish, and maybe a couple in little libraries, like literally like an Easter egg hunt.
I guess. I can call that a walk, huh?
You will certainly get enough exercise.
You gonna save your paint? You gonna paint the pots or what?
We can paint some of the pots.
Might as well. I mean, we got all this mess going on right now.
I was hoping to come up with like a really cute design, but I can always
Or
buy
take
more
the little
pots.
3 ones over there. Yeah, that one.
These are Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Dollar Tree pots.
Here. Do that.
I'm gonna clean up the table a little bit. Do you want to paint a pot? It has to be better than the eggs. The eggs were so
eggs
bad.
are crap.
The eggs made me sad because I thought they were going to be easy and
We
good,
could actually
you
do
know,
this.
and they weren't.
And I think it'd be more effective. It'd be more effective because you turn them upside down. We can use the paint we've already started using.
Might as well. Can't dance.
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's starting on the pot.
Yeah, and it just soaks right in.
Okay, so the terracotta. See, so ceramic eggs would make. I mean,
But you
bigger
can't
too.
open them.
No, but
You
some
can't
people
put,
they want to
sunflower,
have
you can't
things
put
to
seeds in.
decorate with. You know,
yeah.
like when I was doing those eggs, I had an idea. I'm not gonna
Actually, we could do
denigrate my
something with
idea
these.
yet.
Turn them upside down and hang them.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah.
chimes. People do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be anything that we can make chimes out of. Because you'd have to have a clapper. Oh, it's very dry though.
So we're still working the stash because
Oh, I've got my hand in it.
these are pots I bought from Dollar Tree, 3 for $1.
And you could probably put
Your
several,
wildflower seeds in these.
several coats on here
Yes.
within a short period of time. Come on, Paula.
Nah. I'm not a good painter.
You don't have
That
to be.
is fair.
Nobody said anything about drawing pictures. How's that? More satisfying back?
The terracotta takes it a lot better than the eggs, which I just
Yeah, the eggs
The
are
eggs.
crap.
this is gonna dry quicker. It's not all gloppy looking. You can get smoother brush strokes. This is superior tech. I had a teacher who she painted little flower pots and then put our names on them.
And then what?
I think we planted tomato plants in them or something.
Oh, you probably did.
It was a really
Take
cute.
them home and they die.
Yeah. As an adult, I'm like, that was really cute, and that had to have taken her so much time.
She did it out of love.
No,
I
it just
guess.
satisfied that arty thing. In
Yeah,
her.
probably. Well, the thing is, get an idea, and it's fun for the first 3, but you got a class of 25.
Yeah. So you start incorporating other people.
Yeah, that's right. You rope your kids in, your husband. This is one I could pitch to the library though, because if we can do this in person, then we don't have to buy a whole lot of paint, because the apple
A
barrel
little bit
paints
goes a
go a
long
long
way.
way, and then these terracotta pots are very inexpensive, and we could send them home with some seeds maybe.
And all they would do is provide the dirt.
They could, or we could provide the dirt. I don't know. This is completely unvetted. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I've gotten no permission for this. Just spitballing.
She's just ideaing,
She's just spitballing there.
You know,
brainstorming.
there are more and more libraries that want to be seen by their communities as vital and
Resources.
useful resources. Yeah. And honestly, if you do stuff for kids programming, then you instill this love of the library, and they may, in 10 years, 20 years, look out for the library in turn. But it doesn't have to just be books. Not that there's anything wrong with books, but it can be all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Joseph and I took a class on making mini terrariums with moss at one of the libraries in Nashville.
Must be air plants.
They died.
That's not the air
I
plants.
kill everything. Except for Bo. Because as you guys can hear, he'll tell you when he's hungry.
Yes.
He's always hungry.
Always.
I don't know. He hasn't been yowling up to this point.
It's when Joseph's around that he does most of his yowling, I think.
Well, Joseph's the one that feeds him.
Yeah.
Somebody feeds him.
So why would he waste?
His
That's
energy
right.
talking
That's
to
right.
us.
That's right.
Us schmucks. We don't know how to work the can opener.
Yeah, that you see.
It's so much better. And you don't really look, this is like 1.5 coats maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets way better coverage on the
Oh,
terracotta.
Yeah. See, I'm getting ready to put another coat on.
This is the superior Easter, quote unquote Easter, springtime,
Oh, look at the
summertime
color.
craft. Easier to, these are small, but you can get terracotta pots in all kinds of sizes, and they're very cheap. So you don't have to.
Well,
do
you got these at Dollar Tree
Yeah.
for $1.
Yeah, you
so-
don't have to do the super tiny
In the
ones.
what craft section?
It was
or
in the
what?
garden section.
See,
Now
I
the
was
problem
actually
with
pretty with
that is pretty.
Yeah.
just one coat.
The problem with Dollar Tree is they're very seasonal for certain items. So
But you can order this stuff
That's
in
right.
online, and they'll
get it
ship
in
it.
bulk.
They will ship it at no extra cost to you, to the store that you tell them to ship it to.
You know, Dollar Tree really needs to do a sponsorship with me. Like, we need to work something out. I'm open to it.
And then you go
I could
pick
do
it up.
so many crafts with Dollar Tree stuff. You know, on Instagram, there's an account called Dollar Tree Classrooms where
Yeah.
teachers submit how they use Dollar Tree items
No
in their
kidding.
classrooms
Really?
to make all kinds of neat things. Bowie. B-O-E.
So you see, instead of just throwing this paint away,
I wouldn't go through the paint. Oh, you mean?
it's got to be on the plates.
Yeah.
Are you going to scrape it back into the bottle?
No.
Well, then it's going to be used because it's actually soaking into the terracotta.
On the plus side, I am also vetting all the crappy crafts so that when I have kids and they have a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout or they're involved in some kind of community thing, I have loads of ideas for projects that don't frustrate. Because I think a lot of people see these kind of things online and they don't try it themselves first before
Oh, that's so
offering
cute. I
it
could
to
do
a
that.
group of people.
I could do that.
And then it turns out poorly, and it's like, well, I guess it's just us. When honestly, sometimes
Yeah.
the craft just isn't good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that takes care of that. And
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, why'd you do the inside? That's
Just a little bit.
interesting.
so when the dirt comes up to there, it looks like the
Yeah.
whole thing is.
It's clever.
So let's see what other color I'm going to use. Maybe I'll use the lavender that's got the glitter in it that didn't really mix too well, huh?
Good luck.
Gloppy lavender.
And we've had some of these since we did the marbling, the acrylic marble pour, which I would like to revisit. I have the pour medium.
I saw something the other day on YouTube, and it had to do with pouring. I guess it was acrylic on paper, and the guy had like all his cups lined up,
He was ready
all
to
the
go.
different colors, and
Yeah.
he was just doing this kind of thing and this kind of thing, and then he took something and he started moving it around, and he made some
he was
really,
using,
really.
now that I'm thinking about it, he was probably using alcohol inks and maybe a hair dryer to push it.
No, he wasn't using a hair dryer, but it was really, really pretty. Oh, maybe. So what's he saying?
Food.
It's just
food,
the same
hungry,
word?
hungry. Food.
It's just the same word over and over again.
Yes, he only knows a few words. Yes, this is a much easier, better Easter craft.
Well, it's easier to handle the pots too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they're
Um,
not so fragile. Like when I was painting
Those eggs
real
were ridiculous.
Now imagine I watercolored 12 and I did alcohol markers on 7.
Well, to
And
be
I was
perfect,
kinda
that's kind of
mad.
pretty there with the green. What did you do with that?
What do
See
you
the
mean?
green?
The kiwi?
Is that what that is?
It's it's a kiwi.
Oh,
That
okay.
came out kind of pretty.
Yeah.
You
That
just
was
need to-
alcohol marker.
you
Just need to what?
spray it with
I'm not.
like,
It'll make it melt off. And I went through too much frustration and too much effort to watch it melt off.
That's pretty. Need a car that color.
Purple's
Oh,
really
yeah.
pretty.
Need a car that color.
Bring it into Mr. Frankie.
Yeah, well
Tell
they
him,
probably
this,
could.
give me this. This is what I want. It's so hard to be upbeat when we're doing a craft and it's going poorly, and I'm just like getting kind of frustrated with it. And it's so much easier to be upbeat when it's a good one, or passable.
Well, the good news about this, I mean, you do get a little paint on your fingers from touching where it was painted, but it soaks in so well to the pot
Mm-hmm.
that it's just a matter of time before it's not just sitting on top.
This could be a passable classroom craft too. Where you have a limited amount of time
Yeah.
to spend. Well, we will have done 3 crafts today. That was quite a lot. Oh no.
What?
As soon as I add water to these, they get gluey. So you
Yeah.
just have to be,
Not use add water.
yeah. But you use water to clean your brush. Oh dear. That's not what I wanted. Oh well.
At least frying eggs. I can hear them. Some of
Yeah.
those eggs that you blew.
Yes. Yes. Well, not letting them go to waste.
Okay.
Tried to do
And
pinstriping on this, and no. No. But I also didn't let
Well, here,
my paint
use some of
dry all the
this.
way. No, I didn't let my paint dry all the way.
use some of that shiny stuff.
I'm using the purple. You want to do another? Is that what I'm
No,
hearing?
I'm just looking for another color. What am I doing? It does do better when you go with the
The-
texture of
Yeah.
the pot. So I wonder how the rangs paint those pumpkins.
Acrylics maybe? One
That's what I
year.
was thinking.
One year, I painted pumpkins using Posca markers, the little mini pumpkins, and it turns out okay, but it's so much effort and then the pumpkin rots.
Yeah.
Which is why I bought those fake pumpkins to paint, and I just
How did that turn out?
I ran out of time before Halloween.
Well, we got the paint out.
No.
Paint everything.
No. No. No, I'm gonna finish this pot, and then I'm done this time. We have more pots, so we can do this at another point in the future.
What's happening with the lavender? What do you mean? I mean,
Oh, I mixed it with the glitter.
Yeah,
Oh,
you are
okay.
getting a little bit of glitter coming through, but not
Yeah,
much.
we'll see. We'll see. You won't be able to tell at all until it dries.
So you were being kind of quiet earlier because you were worried for Devin?
Yeah, because I kind of screwed him.
Well, you forgot,
didn't
and
intend to.
that happens.
I just had too much going on
Yeah.
today.
If I had known, I would have reminded you. Or if I'd realized, really.
Well, I also thought I had taken out the other key because I remember thinking about taking out the other key when I was when I brought home the car, but I just never did. What is that laying on its side on that wooden floor?
That is for the resin.
You definitely want to put that standing
It
up.
hasn't
Is
even been
there-
opened. It's got its seal on, but yeah, I do
'cause
want to
if
pick
it
it up.
leaked, man,
Yeah,
you'd never
that'd
get
be a
that out.
nightmare. I do want to do the resin soon. I'm debating whether I want to pick up some more resin because I want to make a bunch of resin coasters.
Uh-huh. Well, you got the You got the
molds.
molds now.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to call that done.
Okay, so pudding, no, it's still not good. It still moves. Yeah, nope, 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 nope,
Oh
nope,
no,
nope.
did it fall in the water?
No,
I
it
thought
didn't-
it was
Oh,
gonna go
good.
there.
Didn't
first.
fall in the
That would
paint.
be our Hilburn look for sure.
This never dries.
Okay. Oh, that dried. It just didn't look it because it's
What? 'Cause
shiny.
it's
A little
shiny?
shiny, yeah.
Which one is that?
The blue that I have.
You could use some of this. That's this, isn't it?
Yeah. Want them?
Which one put on the top one?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. Just to be fancy. I don't even know why.
Smells good, Joseph.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate because Joseph's cooking dinner in the other room, and I really appreciate his support.
Yeah, well, at my house, that would have been Irishman's too.
Yeah. Well, I have to acknowledge it because there's a lot of people who don't get that kind of
Yeah.
support, and I wouldn't be able to do the things I do if I didn't have the emotional and actual help support. So.
Maybe some dots on it. Oh, look at the blue. Is that blue?
That's that
That's shiny
purple with
stuff.
the green, and I painted it
Yeah.
over green and pink.
Yeah. That makes a pretty color in the terracotta
Yeah.
pot too.
The
Especially
purple
this
on the terracotta
was, this was
is
two.
really
This
pretty.
was two coats,
With
and
the
that did
gold.
really well right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was two coats.
that looks good.
So the shiny.
Does it dry fast on the
Yeah,
terracotta?
it does.
Faster than
sucks
the
it up.
plastic.
As soon as I finished one coat, I could go back and do the
The
second coat.
plastic is kind of a nightmare.
It just
frankly.
slides all over the place.
Yeah.
The plastic.
This is much more. Actually, I'm kind of glad you suggested we do the terracotta pots because I hate ending these streams on like
Sour
this.
note.
Yeah, this craft is terrible. No, it's nice to be able to be like, this craft was terrible, but here is another similar craft that's way more fun.
Since we had the paints out,
Yeah.
and we'd already poured a bunch of it onto the.
No. No, hold on. And we will do another painting pot stream at another time. This was kind of a save from Mom, so I appreciate the idea.
I'm always looking for a way to make lemonade out of lemons.
That's a good mindset to have when you're involved in arts and crafts because you'll have spent all this money
Yeah.
on this thing.
Yeah.
You gotta use it somehow. You gotta salvage it. Because otherwise you wasted all that money. Oh, on that note-ish, I found some leather scraps that I bought a long time ago.
Oh, we gotta do something
So
with leather.
we can do something with leather. Well, I also know you can use alcohol markers
Yeah.
on leather to color it, and I know that you can use a wood burning iron
Yeah.
to brand it. So
Yeah.
we basically have a freebie craft because it's all stuff that that already got paid for. There is my little pot. It turned out all right. I'm gonna plant something in it.
Something that's gonna live, huh?
Kill everything. So, are you ooh, that's pretty. Are you adding any more colors from here?
No.
Okay.
So what are we doing with the
Hello,
eggs? We're
Bo.
tossing them? Because you can't put them
Yeah,
on
they're
anything.
awful. They're all. I'm tossing mine.
This
that's
one's
for
almost
sure.
dry on the side. If I touch it too hard though.
And I think I'm gonna do wildflowers seeds in baggies in the eggs and hide them. I'm
These
sure
eggs.
some
Yeah.
people will be looking for like candy and be a little disappointed, but I promise you, you'd rather wildflower seeds than candy from a stranger.
Hello, sweet boy.
Oh, I moved
Please
them over
spread
there.
with love. I mean, there's so many
Oh,
places
that's
that
nice. Yeah.
that have well, they used
These
to
are
have
just
wildflower
medians.
reserves, like in the medians and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore.
No. Well, because I don't know. People probably complain that it looks untidy or whatever, but it's good for the local wildlife. It's good for the
Yeah.
wildflower populations. Yeah, spread with love or spread the love.
Yeah.
These are wildflowers. That's such a nice idea. Encourages a little bit of kindness. Which,
Well, you might not want that in the middle of your yard, but I mean, I'm
no,
thinking
but there's
about
lots of like
having
like,
a flower
like there's so
bed.
many like sides of the canal,
yeah.
like just public spaces.
rope off a piece of your yard for bees.
People do that. That's something I see a lot in Nashville, or I was seeing a lot in Nashville that I really liked, was that people would dedicate part of their yard.
Or like that flower bed that's by that tree on the side. Put some more dirt. I haven't finished cutting it.
Not so good.
Put some more dirt, dig it up, kind of turn it over. Except I've got animals. We got animals buried there.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Some of them, anyway.
Pets. Oh.
Yeah.
That, well, you know what though? Could put, if you know where we, I almost said
Well,
planted.
they were in boxes and stuff
Then
like
we
that.
could do markers and wildflowers.
What?
Like cement markers, they sell kits. That could be a whole craft stream memorializing past pets using some of those kits.
Yeah.
What kids?
They sell like kits to make like a stepping stone to, to
Yeah,
memorialize
yeah,
a past
yeah.
pet. So what I'm saying is we could do that for those pets and then put them in your yard.
Yeah, okay.
Even Crayola makes one, but I think it's with their air dried clay, and I'm not doing that with air dried clay.
You could make it with Quikrete.
Yeah.
Quikrete,
Only thing you would need is a mold, and some
you
of those
need
kits
a mold, right.
do come with a mold. All right, so the eggs were a big old flop, big old stinky
But-
rotten egg. But the terracotta pots were half decent. Ooh, careful because it's
I'll
so
buy
wet in some places.
Yeah, around the rim.
Yeah, because I put paint on the inside
yeah.
of the rim.
Oh, yeah, very nice. With your little dots.
Yeah, I stole that idea from you. All right, are you done with your pot? Or are you still working on it? Do you want to
Yeah.
add
And see, some of those glitter things
sparkle?
came
Some came
through,
through. That's kind of
but they're
cute.
not as shiny.
It's like funfetti.
They're not as shiny as if.
Yeah, you've done them as a
Yeah.
top coat. Ooh, it's still
What are
wet.
you doing with that?
I was thinking about
okay,
adding some
jewels.
sparkles, but I'm also thinking about cleaning them up, or just cleaning up.
You have some that are kind of iridescent, don't you?
I have this like rhinestone zigzag.
Right here. These are the iridescent ones.
Two of these around the rim, just really gaudy it up.
Well, I'm just going to put this in the plate. What did I do with my paper towel?
I picked it up.
Ah, I got it on my fingers, Beth.
Okay, give me a minute. You caught. But as you guys see, doing crafts doesn't have to cost a boatload of money. It doesn't have to use super special supplies. It doesn't even have to take all that much time. But a little bit of creativity and ingenuity,
Oh, yeah.
repurposing something you've already purchased. Here we go. A royal chalice.
Oh, that is pretty.
Could even use these, the ones on a roll.
I know.
See, originally I was thinking we could do the eggs with rhinestones because that's fairly
that's not-
easy. It's fair. Oh, I have
All
these
this sticky
two.
stayed on.
These are on a strip. And you can get scrapbooking rhinestones at Dollar Tree now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you really don't have to spend all
Nope.
this money. And I think I had a babysitter who used to bring, not
Carrie?
crafts, but she would bring,
Carrie.
Carrie would bring art
Yeah,
supplies
Carrie
and
Sermon.
stuff,
She had to
like
paint a
projects.
t-shirt.
And that was, I always look forward to her coming to sit for us because she brought entertainment.
What? It wasn't just, oh, that's pretty. I ran out of big ones though.
Of course, some people are a little persnickety about crafts in their house. I met a woman who made her kids use their art supplies in the bathtub. So you do want to vet it with the parents first, but some of
I
them
don't know that I wouldn't want paints and stuff in my bathtub.
I wouldn't, but at least she let them do it at all. Because I've also met parents who don't want their kids doing it at all.
Yeah.
At least she was able to find a way that allowed her kids to explore their creativity that she could deal with. Oh yeah, the ones on a strip, it's so easy to just lay down a line of sparkle.
Yeah, because it goes around that circle so easy.
Quick, and then you just trim off the rest.
Or get some more. And just put the rest of them back on.
Yeah.
Okay, scissors.
Got it. Ah! Started to peel off another.
And just put them back on the sheet.
Yeah.
Dinner's ready.
Awesome.
Smells good.
It does. Thank you so much for cooking.
Just leave it in the pot or?
Yeah, my ears. You know, you would have maybe had fun doing one of the pots. Because they were, and we have more, so this is going to be something we revisit, but it takes the paint well.
Yeah.
Whereas those eggs
Was sad.
did not. I should use Joseph as my barometer for crafts, because when I was blowing eggs, he was like, really? Really? You're going to blow that many eggs? Are you sure you want to blow that many eggs? That's a lot of eggs.
But
And-
some of them really, I mean, even the watercolor ones that you weren't excited about, like that
They
green
come-
with the
no,
kiwi,
no, no,
really
no, no.
came out pretty.
I don't mean they didn't turn out pretty. I mean, they're not worth the effort on real eggs. You could buy ceramic eggs. You could buy
Maybe.
wooden eggs, and they're not going to be as precious. You know what I mean? They were so much work. Here you go.
Put that back
I'm
on.
trying. They were so much work, and they're so fragile. And that, to me, that doesn't make them more beautiful. That makes them more frustrating. All right, there's my gaudy giga pot.
And then you measure it, and then
Oh, so what craft do y'all want to do next week? Is it finally time to do the resin next week?
Maybe.
Or are we going to dedicate time
Yeah,
to painting
there you go.
pots? Oh, yours turned out pretty because Mom has discretion, unlike me.
discretion.
I have no,
You don't know when to stop.
that is me in a nutshell. that is seriously me.
If
When I
it was
start doing
good,
something, yeah.
Like that pink right there would have been really
Everything. I
pretty.
take everything too far. To the 100th degree.
Except I could have put some going this way.
You
on
still
the-
can.
No, that's okay.
You're done?
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm
At
done.
least you know when to quit. I don't.
No, the thing is that stuck so well on those pots. You know,
Better than the masks.
I would
The
say
masks
so. Yeah.
were not. I like masks as an idea, as an activity and an idea.
Well, it's because the
but
paint
the
stuck so
plastic
well on it
ones
too.
are not great. Okay, so what do you think for next week in my mess? I need to clean this up. What?
Maybe the things that hang from the chain,
Oh, the necklaces.
the kind of cross stitches.
Counter cross stitch necklaces.
That's fairly simple.
Fairly simple.
If we follow the
self-contained.
direction, yeah.
Well, that's always a big if. But I think we could do
Start
it.
making X's, right?
This is what we're thinking about for next week. So these are little cross stitch necklaces. I got these at Michael's. They're all the same kit. The other option they had was a British flag, and I don't.
No.
We're more tied to France than we are to Britain
Yeah.
down here. But these are pretty. If one is truly in the mood to be innovative, you can buy the blanks, I think, online, like on Amazon, and just do whatever designs you want to do.
You know, if we get good, we may decide individually that
To
I'm going to
invent-
do a box.
And you can get the boxes. I have the box. I was gonna do a B and I was gonna do a J for Joseph.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I put the boxes.
Because you
But
can do, or you could do like your name on it. Because don't
if you got
have some
the little
patterns, Paula?
boxes,
Count cross stitch.
I have some patterns, yeah.
but you can.
Some,
Like
like
you could paint the box
Yeah.
with acrylics and, then go back over
a
it.
white
with
box
the,
would be
yeah.
very pretty. You can also with graph paper. You can graph out like if you do
Exactly.
pixel art.
Yeah,
Pixel art,
where
perler
can we dump
beads,
this? Don't
and
tell me now.
embroidery are all the same
Of course.
family of design. What?
What do you
In
want
the
to dump?
sink,
Which sink?
kitchen sink.
Oh, kitchen sink. Oh, yeah, that's gonna go for big.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Today we ended up doing 3 different crafts, which kind of took me by surprise. We ended up, let me show you, I think this is Aunt Paula's bunny. We ended up doing tiny little wreaths with a kit from Michaels. We attempted to paint with acrylics plastic eggs. That did not turn out well, but we were able to use those same acrylics on little terracotta pots from Dollar Tree to fairly decent effect. So sometimes when a craft goes wrong, all you really need to do is try it out on a different material. Fake pumpkin's probably better for painting than you keep it forever. Yes. Thank you for watching, Hema. I'm so sorry I couldn't keep up with the chat today, but I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us. And next week, we're talking maybe doing counter cross stitch.
Maybe next week we should put the wildflower seeds in the egg
I'm going to do the wildflower seeds and the eggs this week so I can hide them before Easter.
and do next week do going around.
I'm going to do that this week and
Uh-huh.
include that in the vlog.
Oh, okay.
So, because I'm really, I think that's such a charming idea. I really like the idea of, and I can even do like a little printout. Like, these are wildflower seeds. Please spread the love.
Yeah.
And put that in the eggs instead of handwriting it. So, and I have the little mini zip bags. We can put the eggs in the zip bags.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys.
Came out good.
They did, yeah.
Way.
Way better than the eggs. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter. And if you don't, I hope you guys have a happy
Or if
and
you're
safe
Jewish,
Sunday.
You
What,
celebrate
Passover, right? Yeah, happy
yeah.
Passover as well. On that note, if you guys ever have any ideas for Passover crafts, or you want to see that, or you want to see a craft from your own religion or culture, send them my way. I'd love to do it. I love learning about different cultures and different religions, and I think it'd be a cool way to hang out and explore something different and interesting. So I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Again, if you celebrate Passover or Easter, happy Passover, happy Easter. If you don't, I hope you guys have a happy and safe Sunday and a good rest of the week. So have a wonderful week, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Ending.